And if you don't have our money by a certain... Oh shit, it's the wrong video. 13th Wolfman, yes, now I remember what I'm doing here. What's going on, buddy? I am the Movie Phantom, and I'm here to throw my top 5 out there for 13th Wolfman's top 5 things that you want to see in an upcoming Batman film. Now, I just want to go ahead and throw it out there that I think The Dark Knight Rises was fucking brilliant. I loved it. And the one thing that's kind of rubbed me the wrong way is I've been checking out like all the reviews, like everybody on my friends list or what you want to call it. You know, I'm reading all their or watching their videos and everything, and it seems like everybody just like they always want to add the little asterisks to it. Like no one wants to just say this is a great fucking movie and that's it. Everybody's like, here's my thing. No. By itself, standalone, dude, it's brilliant. That's all there is to it. But, there are some things I'd like to see in the upcoming one. Alright? Now, we all know that the Nolan trilogy has come to an end. And, next one, it's going to be a reboot. We don't know. We just don't know what the future holds for, the Batman, series. But, here are my top 5 things that I would love to see in the next one. And I'm not saying, like, all 5 of them would really work. Because you'll see, like, there's, some of these things will kind of contradict each other, but we'll throw them out there and we'll see what sticks. All right. Flat out. We'll go work my way up. Number 5. I want to see a cooler Batcave than we've had in the Nolan ones. Don't get me wrong. Now, the one thing I love about the Nolan trilogy is the realism. I mean, I'm gonna hit that later on, but like literally the realism of the series. That's what makes it great. However, I love the Batcave. Like, I'm not saying it has to be like, ridiculously cheesy and like everything labeled out like the old Adam West series. But still, I want some gadgets. I want some cool shit, And I feel like, even with the Nolan ones, like they had the gadgets. They had a shitload of gadgets. Of course, it was all like, at the Wayne Tower, where the fuck is that? Morgan Freeman's fucking thing. His little back room or whatever. But like, you didn't have shit in the Batcave, like hardly at all. And I mean, I guess realistically, it's like a regular office. It's not necessarily like, you got your armory or whatever, and he has that. But I guess like, his Batcave's kind of like his office, and he's not really, like cops don't have the guns in their office. They have it, in the, armory or whatever. So yeah, want a better Batcave. That's all I'm saying. I just want more gadgets, more computers, just more toys in the Batcave. So that's my number 5. All right, up next on my number 4. Okay, in the next one, I want a villain we haven't had in a movie yet. All right, I think Wolfman. I think you said something, like this. And once again, I mean, I love the Joker, but it's the same thing. I agree. Like, you know what? Not only has it been done, twice now, but Cesar Romero did him in the old Adam West one. It's time to move on. Let's hit something else. I want to see some like kind of the undercard dudes, like Black Mask, Firefly. I mean, Clayface. Any of these would be kind of sweet. I think. Throw them out there, Maybe give someone else a shot here, Let's see if we got, Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's really late and. I need to quit doing these videos late, for one. I'll just throw it out there right now. I know I say it's like almost every video. I'm just like, oh, it's late. That's my fault. The Movie Fan will admit it. It's his fault that he does these videos late, but yeah. All right, just different. It's different villains we haven't seen yet. That's all I'm saying, All right, now, number 3, I would say, even though he will not direct it, obviously, let's just have Nolan behind the camera anyway. Now, even though I just said I want like a really fantastic looking Batcave, I still want the realism. Like that is what makes. See, I don't like superhero movies at all. Like I think they're all just fucking crap. There were a couple exceptions here and there, but the one I always did like was the Batman series. Like I don't know, that's what everybody says. Like people who just don't really care for superheroes, they always say the same thing. Though we're like, well, we like Batman though. We like Batman. We don't like superheroes. We like Batman. And it is because he's more grounded in reality. Now, granted, like regardless of how you look at the other Batman movies, you're goofier than the Nolan trilogy. Still, there's that element of real, and I like it that they actually made it just darker and greater in the Nolan trilogy, and I like to see that tradition continued. And this is kind of an extension of this one. Like, you know, I ain't doing top 6, but, you know, aside from part 3 having Nolan behind the camera, I would like to see, you know, more villains. Like, I want to see, like, the realistic side of these villains. Like, you know, all these villains have been, you know, like I said, grounded in reality. Not giving anything away, but Bane was, you know, obviously he wasn't like he was in the comic book. And I want to see, like, what would Nolan's version of, like, Mr. Freeze be? Or what would his version of Clayface be? Or Killer Croc? I mean, what would be, you know... And, I mean, I already said, like, you know, I don't want, you know, I want more unknown, you know, guys who haven't been in the movies yet. But still, I'd see, you know, like, you know, what would Nolan do with, like, Mr. Freeze? But, you know... And then just the fact that, like, Nolan he just casts, like, the perfect people every fucking time. So, you know, I would love to see who he has in mind for, you know, the Penguin or the Riddler. I mean, you know, so yeah, that's all I'm saying is, and if Nolan, and I'm sure Nolan, I'm sure he's a subscriber. He uses an alias and he checks out the Movie Fan a lot. If you're listening, buddy, man, don't quit. Just stay back there. Just stay behind the camera. And yeah, just keep running the show. All right, number 2. I'm going to say, you know, the one thing that kills me each time, and I was trying to see how I'm going to word this one right here about, yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Like, Chris O'Donnell in Batman Forever, dude's like fucking like 27. Are you fucking kidding me? Now, I'm okay with the, you know, storyline, like, you know, he's an orphan, whatever, but like, he's 27. He's 27 years old. Get a job, buddy, alright? Like, really, we're going to believe that this guy is, like, in his teen? No, not at all. My God, dude, you fucking kidding me? This dude should have a job and quit mooching off his parents for one. And now they're dead, he's just like, all right, yeah, I'm okay. No. You get a job, that's all I'm saying. If we have a Robin in the next one, I'm just saying child. I want to see a child like he was in the comic book. That's all I'm saying. Look at Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass worked out really well. And it was believable. That's all I'm saying is have a child, Robin. I don't want, like, you know, some dude who's like, I'm in my 30s and I'm the boy wonder. No, you're not, motherfucker. You're the man wonder. And that just don't sound right. So, boom. I want a kid Robin. That's all I'm saying right there. And finally, and this is a personal wish of mine. Like, I doubt this will happen. In fact, I know it won't. But this is still, you know, this is my top 5. So my number 1 is, I would love to see an R-rated Batman movie. Dude, you can just tell, like, especially in Dark Knight. Maybe not so much in Batman Begins or, you know, Dark Knight Rises, but Dark Knight, dude, that should have been rated R. That's all there is to it. And you can see it was so restrained. I mean, now I'm not saying, like, every villain has to be a psychopath fucking killer. Alright? I'm okay with, like, you know, if they did a Riddler and he's just, like, cracking jokes and dumbass riddles and, I don't know, worst he's doing is just, like, pistol himself. I'm okay with that. They don't have to be like brutal, sadistic fucks. But it was the Joker. Are you kidding me? And the fact that they made him completely dark and then kept it all confined within a PG-13, you know, yeah, it didn't work. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm saying rated R. Boom. There it is. So that's my top 5. 13th Wolfman. Thank you very much. I'm out.